I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Kapadas?
Here.
Mrs. Passio?
Here.
Mr. Ranieri?
Here.
Mrs. Moore?
Here.
Mr. Farrell?
Here.
Mrs. Kelly?
Here.
Mr. Root?
Here.
Mr. Wood?
Here.
Mr. Basinger?
Here.
And Mr. Rice?
Here. Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given by the clerk in the following manner. One, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on January 6, 2015, and two, emailed to the retrospect and current post on January 6, 2015. First order of business is the approval of minutes. Motion is in order for the approval of the minutes of the May 26th and the June 3rd meetings as submitted by the clerk, as each member received copies of the same. Is there a motion?
I make a motion. I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Passio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion passes. Reports.
We have a report of the construction official for the month of June. A total of $9,652 was collected for various construction permits and COs. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have a report of the police department for the month of June. A total of $1,379.60 was collected for accident discovery, solicitor reports, and firearm permits. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the borough clerk for the month of June. A total of $8,553.20 was collected for various licenses and permits, including pet licenses. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the municipal court for the month of April. The total amount collected, $9,927.80, was collected in fines. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We had a report of the registrar for the month of June. The total of $2,744 was collected for death copies, marriage copies, birth copies, and marriage licenses. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We had a report of the fire marshal for the month of June. A total of $3,155 was collected in fire fees. 79 total inspections were completed. Total incidents in June, 224. 2 type 1 permits were issued, and emergency medical fees collected for the month of June, $36,499.65. All monies were turned over to the treasurer. We have the report of the tax collector for the month of June. A total of $104,185.28 was collected in taxes, and in sewer rentals, $12,759.73. That's all I have.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the reports as read?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Mr. Farrell. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Communication.
We have 3 communications. The first one is from the Eversmeyers. This is the note thanking Mayor and Council for the flowers. This is from Kristen and her family on the birth of her baby. The next is from Nick Sammartino. It's a note thanking Mayor and Council for the graduation gift. And Gabriella Iacono thanking Mayor and Council for the graduation gift card.
Okay, is there a motion to receive communications?
I make a motion. I'll second that motion.
Okay. Motion made by Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Passio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Committee reports. Mr. Ranieri, Finance.
That was quick. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Council. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Couple of things, not much going on that I haven't talked about last meeting. But since we recently had the storm, and it seems as though the weather and the storms are getting worse as they continue, we have given the Office of Emergency Management a $1,500 surplus, I guess, or a budget to upgrade some of their equipment, printers, computers, things like that. We're in the process of buying that. We're going to bring that up first because of the storm. Secondly, we are waiting for the county to approve the tax rates on the local education, regional board of education, the county, and our borough itself. Once we get these tax rates, we will be able to send out our tax bills. So we'll be getting them in a few weeks, I think. We're talking probably weeks.
Weeks.
Possibly. Other than that, Rich, myself, the mayor, we're going to be, we're still looking forward to working with the Acacia, something else there. Acacia Financial regarding the long-term financing. And I'll keep everybody abreast on that when we do that. Other than that, progress.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Public safety, Ms. Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On June 5th, we took delivery of our fabulous Quint. And I will leave the newspaper up here for you to look and see what a marvelous fire apparatus this is. It was in the lead position during the 4th of July parade, and it's one of a kind. And it's historic for Runnemede because it is the first ladder that we have in this town. So now we are covered for the big buildings that we have, the Munson House and the what used to be the Holiday Inn is now La Quinta. So I will leave this up here if anybody is inclined to look at that. Beautiful, beautiful ad. In addition, the fire department has been responding to many calls, especially during the storm. They received 19 calls for service on June 23rd, and they responded to all of them. We also hired about 2 months ago a full-time firefighter EMS, and this coverage has been very beneficial for our community because in the last 2 months, the new coverage and the schedule, there have been 41 calls during the hours of 4 to 6. Now, prior to our hiring this full-timer, we were never able to cover calls between 4 to 6. 41 calls. Also, it enables us now to put 2 ambulances on the road all day long. Revenues have gone up $12,000 because of this wonderful addition to our EMS fire department. So it's been very beneficial. With regard to our police department, we had 204 arrests for the month of June. Our arrests to date are 927. To date, we've had 662 calls for service, and our bike patrol is going on a regular basis, and seeing a lot of arrests there with our men on their bikes. They were also in the 4th of July parade, if anybody was noticing. They paraded and were part of the protection that we had for that day. And I want to thank the chief for scheduling them for the, the 4th of July parade. It was great seeing them, and everybody enjoyed seeing them. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
That's my report.
Eleanor, what were the arrests? Do you know what they were? Do you know what the breakdown, like, or drugs, like domestic, or, I'm just curious.
A lot of them are quality of life arrests.
I'm
Quality of
sorry?
life arrests while we're in proper behavior. It can go anywhere from disturbing the peace to domestic violence to drinking in public. Some of those crimes, even though that they're small, they make your community worse. And quality of life is a slippery slope. And if you turn your back on the small things, such as quality of
No,
life
I
arrests,
just was
the
wondering-
big things take care of themselves. And it has proven our violent crimes have gone down since I implemented this in 2009. Our violent crimes have dropped dramatically. And anybody can go online and put in the Unified Crime Report. You put in New Jersey, Runnemede, and it'll give you all our stats from since they started in 1987, since they started collecting until today. So you can
I'm
look
not
at.
doubting you.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, you always hear people say about drugs in town, so I was just wondering if any of them, that's what I was wondering, if there's a breakdown, if we've done any.
There is
drug
breakdowns,
arrests, or-
it does, we we can give you a breakdown if you want.
I would appreciate that, Chief.
Yeah, we'll be glad to give you a breakdown. If you want a breakdown, we'll give you a breakdown. There are some things that you can see in the report, Mr. Kelly. I think it's a 5-page report. It also tells you the ages, the genders, the races of our people that we write summonses to.
Yes.
And it's
But
all.
like Beverly said, I think she had a genuine question.
Yeah, okay, I think Ms. Passio has the same report. You have it up there?
I don't have one.
Okay, because the report will have that. It might have that in there now.
I just was curious.
Oh, okay.
Just curious.
No problem.
Anything else, Ms.
But I think it makes sense.
I think that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Doesn't break down. Public events, Ms. Passio.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I want to thank everyone for making our borough's 4th of July parades a great success. I think it's been the best that we've ever had. Thank you. Thank you out to the Public Works and the Police Department. You did a phenomenal job. I mean, you bring everyone in here, you executed. It's just unbelievable. I just have to say thank you so much. Even though we had a little rain, it didn't stop the participation of the participants or the residents from coming out and enjoying the parade. And I still do have some more 4th of July booklets, so if anyone is interested, you can either contact me or you can pick them up here at the Borough. I'm going to leave some here at the Borough. And it does have it as a directory, so you can use it all year round. It has all the Borough employees' phone numbers and businesses. And also, I want to remind you, please remember that National Night Out will be on Tuesday, August 4th at the Harry Williams Community Center from 6 to 9 p.m. Joyride will be back to entertain you. And then our next council meeting will be on Wednesday, August 5th at 7 p.m.
Does everybody have that on council? We do move
August
that
5th.
meeting to, so we're able to attend the national.
Excuse me, Ms. Passio.
Yes.
Please announce that there will be a borough bus. It's going to be
Oh,
the senior
yes, I'm going to look into having the Runnemede Borough Transit so that they can pick up some of the seniors if needed. So can I talk to you afterwards? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
That concludes.
Okay, thank you very much. Engineering, Mr. Farr.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As I stated at caucus, we're still waiting on a few projects. The building next door, Singley Avenue, South Oakland Avenue. A lot of steps go into each one of these projects, so it takes time and it's time consuming, but we're moving ahead on that. Also, if you were here at the caucus meeting, we got a lot of rain and our generator works. So we found that out real quick. We're still waiting on the parking signs and the painting of the curbs on Eastham Road, St. Teresa's Church. Do you have any more on that, Dick?
Did we introduce that ordinance for no parking? That's all for the night. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's why we haven't found. And also Third Avenue, which we're going to do the same thing. All the rest progress.
Okay, thank you very much. Public Works, Mrs. Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I abruptly left the caucus meeting because of the storm that everyone seems to be talking about, because I had a tree come down on my house. So for Public Works, I would say the majority of what's been going on has been cleanup of the storm. That has been the big thing. They're chipping. They were out with the chipper. What's that look for, Paul? No?
What?
Are they not out doing what they need to do? Because you got to look like they're not.
No, you said storm. I'm like,
Yeah, the storm definitely did
good
damage.
storm.
If there's a report, if you have trees down, you have branches down, please contact Public Works. You can reach out to them. They will try to get out, and they are continuing to chip. Other than that, I'm going to kind of go to Mr. Wright, and I don't know if Mr. Shannon has been giving a better report. I really don't have any day-to-day activity. I'm not really in the loop for Mr. Shannon's report of what goes on day-to-day, so I don't know if you have better knowledge. Other than that, I'll just say progress.
I have requested last Wednesday, Mr. Shannon, prepare a report, which has to be.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay, anything else? No? Parks and Recreation, Mr. Root.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The only thing we really got going on right now is summer rec, and it looked like it's doing very well. We have over 70 kids participating this year, which was up from 30, a little less than 30 maybe last year. So The lower hours, but opening up to more kids is definitely paid off. And the health of the school is really, really doing a great job. So, and the rest is progress.
Mike, I have a question. The children, is anyone participating the whole day, or?
No, well,
did they
there is
take that
possibility
off?
of that. I'm sure there's some participating all day. It's just what, I don't know, because it's something to do with the school.
It's 2 separate days.
And, yeah, and what the school really wanted to be separate from parks, they're the rec.
That
So-
fee, did that entitle them to go in the
No,
morning too?
no,
or
that's
is
something,
that
that's something
another
that's all
fee?
with the school, and I
Oh,
don't think any of them get charged to go to that
Oh, okay.
program. Whether it's a volunteer or if they have to do it, I'm not familiar with the program that's going on with the school. I know you can join it if you wanted to, because Mr. Iannucci offered it out there that they could do the summer school and then the summer rec for a full day.
I don't think there was a fee, Eleanor. Was there for the morning?
No.
No, there wasn't. No.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, thank
Thanks,
you.
Mike.
Okay, administrators report. Mr. Wright. Highland report.
I do have one update with July 1st. We were talking earlier about health benefits. I want to let you know that the majority of our units have gone to step 4 now with the New Jersey Chapter 78 employee contract.
You want to explain that better to the members of the council and the public?
Yes, in 2011-ish, the governor passed a law that,
You don't have to be that specific.
required more contributions. There was a 4-year phase-in of the percentage each employee was responsible for. So we've gone through the steps, and effective July 1st, all employees are at step, most employees.
So eligible employees who have health benefits are paying the maximum required by the law that the state makes.
Just about all units, yes. And to put that in perspective, year 3, for year 4, prior to July 1st, the cost for employees without retirees is $612,000. Employee share was 12% of that. Effective July 1st, it went up to 16%. So there's cost share. As opposed to the $5 a week in the pay, so.
It's a stretch for the word share. Okay. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. Solicitors report. Progress. Engineers report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Farrell covered just about everything. The one thing I just want to add, we talked about at caucus, was I'm trying to get a maintenance cost from AJM Electric for maintenance of the generator. I'm still working on that, and I'll work with Mr. Ranieri when I get something on that. And other than that,
And just from caucus, just so everyone knows, the projects are getting close to go out for bid.
yes.
What was the timeline? Singly was first and South Oakland.
Yeah, we're going to go out to bid within this week. And-
So we got the bid this week. We'll award it in our caucus meeting or at the August meeting? Okay.
That's for singers.
For Singly? Okay, thank you very much.
We're behind.
Right. Yeah, I thought they were ready. Great. Okay, old business, we have none. Public comment on agenda items. This is an opportunity for the public, though no one has ever done it, to comment about the upcoming resolutions that we are, and ordinances that are up on the agenda before we vote on them. If anyone wishes to speak on any of the upcoming ordinance, this is your opportunity. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I so move. I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. Passio, all in favor?
Aye.
The public portion is closed. New business. This is a discussion, and then we're going to go right to the vote, but I think most members of council are aware of this. A discussion of a shared service agreement with the county for design of curbs and sidewalks. It's not curbs, it's actually just sidewalks along Clemens Bridge Road in the amount of $7,500. To make this clear, the county is paying for all of the work to be done from Central Avenue to Barrington, repaving the road, fixing storm drains, putting curbing in. What they were not going to do is any sidewalk work. Several members, myself, Ms. Moore, Mr. Farrell went to a meeting, and it was brought up that why would they do the sidewalk work? They've done it in the past for us a little bit, and what they offered us was an opportunity to go, it partners on this project with them and pay a portion of the fee so that when they go out for bid, it would be part of their bid. The bid comes in and we're willing to accept it, we can pay that portion or whatever portion we want to. If not, we can walk away. I'm assuming the drawings would be ours since we're paying for the drawings. So I think most members have been, the committee, I think, has looked at this. Is there any other discussion, or do we want to go for a rest? Do we want to make a motion, then we can discuss it? How do you want to do it? Is there a motion to approve resolution 15102? Is there a resolution authorizing renewal? Oh, shoot.
That's not it.
Oh, you didn't put a resolution on it.
No, I put it on for discussion.
They need a resolution.
What's it going to say?
A resolution would say that the Borough of Runnemede agrees to pay the $7,500 for up to, no, it is only
It's
$7,500.
only
There is no additional charge.
I understand that, but suppose the bid came in.
No, this is not the bid, this is the engineering cost.
This is just,
This is only design cost.
All right, so that's what we should.
Just make sure, do you have any comment on this?
The only thing would be, is that a fair price? I don't know the scope of what they're doing. They should have already surveyed it.
They did.
So you shouldn't have to be paying for survey.
We're not paying for any surveys.
500 sounds high for sidewalk design. I know there's some retaining walls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know the scope of it, so I can't entertain.
The scope is basically from Central Avenue all the way up to Irish Hill Road. And the idea is that this would cover part of their cost. This is us working with the county to try to get something done. I think one of the things that we've talked about on council was the fact that there's never been sidewalks
There's never been sidewalks.
in the history of the Borough of Runnemede on Clemens Bridge Road.
In certain areas.
And for us to partner up with them, what we're really hoping, if you remember when the county did Schubert Avenue, they were able to extend the project and they put sidewalks in. I'm hoping if we show a little bit of working together that they will help us out a little bit. So at this point, I mean, it's up to council's decision. Like I said, our engineer doesn't know exactly what the scope is, so the cost, $7,500 for sidewalks. You all have been privy to many engineering costs, some come in much higher than $7,500.
I think we should make a move on it, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely make a move on it.
Let me phrase the motion, okay? So we're going to approve entering into a shared services agreement for design of sidewalks along Clemens Bridge Road in the amount of $7,500 with the county of Camden.
Yes, that's it. And this would be resolution 15105.
105.
This one?
So we have 15105. Does someone want to make a motion?
also move. I'll second that motion.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes.
6 ayes, okay, the resolution is adopted. We just need to let the county know that we were okay with it, so we have no choice if you could send them. Then we're going to do
Budget
this.
too high, we're going to get the plans so you can rebid it in the future.
Yes, I'll make sure we get the plans. They gave us an estimated cost, Mr. Wright wanted to question that also, what they felt that the sidewalk and the retaining walls would cost, and they gave us a ballpark number that they felt around $75,000. Now, obviously, the idea was they would be doing it simultaneously while they're doing the curbs, the stormwater, and any other excavation, so I'm hoping that it's an added addendum and someone will just jump on it and do it, but, because I think it'll help us. I don't think it makes much sense for them to excavate the curb and not do the sidewalk
Not do the sidewalk.
at the same
And the
time.
sidewalk and the stormwater issue. is a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
part of it.
And that's not part of our,
No, that's
but
not.
they're resolving
This is
some.
strictly just for sidewalk, mostly on the side by Hill Avenue, going up that road.
Yes.
There were no sidewalks.
Yeah.
Really big.
Okay.
Just one question on the paving job itself.
Yes.
Is this like curb to curb?
This is curb and
This
curb.
isn't one of those ones where they're doing between the white lines?
And
Okay.
this is
They've been doing that a lot in the
areas
county
where
lately.
sidewalk, where curbing has disintegrated.
Missing curbing,
Yeah.
replacing curbing,
Okay.
and the bigger part of the project is the stormwater
It's
drainage.
a stormwater area, because as it comes down off of the top of,
Runs
also
over
by
Hill
Hill
Avenue.
Avenue, as it comes down towards like the Borough Hall.
Right.
There's nothing, there's no storm drains until it comes out to the bottom.
And there was even more stormwater on the Barrington side.
Right.
and along there.
Yeah, they have a bigger issue on Barrington side.
Yeah, and Barrington's using some of their streetscape monies to pay for some of their work.
Yes, it is.
Is that correct? Would there be any-
Yes.
would you say that? So,
Storm drains, storm
it's a little bit like, well, a lot of moving pieces. Okay, resolution 15102 is a resolution authorizing. Oh, we voted, yeah, 6-0. Resolution 15102, resolution authorizing renewal of the 2015-2016 liquor licenses. Is this all of the?
No, there are only 4 that met the requirements, which was going online, filling out the online application, and coming into the office and paying their yearly fee. only 4 have completed that.
There's 2 others, but we can do this again. They have till September, correct?
There are 4 others.
4 others, and they have till September.
They extended the due date until September.
So we can authorize these 4, and then when the other ones come in, we'll just do it again. So is there a motion to approve Resolution 15102?
I make a motion.
Second the motion.
Okay, motion by Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Passio. Any other discussion? Roll call? Any discussion? Did you have a question?
Mrs.
Roll
Passio?
call.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
All right, 6 ayes, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 15103 is a resolution authorizing 2015 appointments. This is for the fire department. This is Melissa King as an unpaid EMT intern. Is there a
I
motion?
make a motion.
Second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Passio. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes.
Okay, the resolution is adopted. First reading, this is ordinance 15-15. This is an ordinance amending chapter 153-1 and 153-3. This is the fees. Ms.
The EMS fees that we had to amend, and also the electronic tax sale. I got the approval letter today. So I can do the electronic, but we have to amend our fee schedule in order to include a $25 charge for each notice. We're required to mail 3 notices with the electronic sale, so we have to put that in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a motion? No, excuse me. Is there someone who, yes, does someone make a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to adopt on first reading and advertise according to law with a public hearing to be held on the 5th day of August 2015 at a meeting at 7:00 p.m.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Nice. Look at how you caught on to that.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Mr. Root. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes.
Okay. Ordinance 15-16 is an ordinance authorizing the addition of a car video policy and amending the the police rules and regulations. Is there a motion, please?
I make a motion to adopt on first reading and advertise according to law with a public hearing to be held on the 5th day of August, 2015, at a meeting beginning at 7 p.m.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any other discussion on this? Everyone knows what this is. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes. All right, ordinance 15-17 is an ordinance amending Article 7, Chapter 106-16, Vehicles and Traffic, Schedule 2, Parking during certain hours. This is the no parking that we discussed earlier. Someone want to make a motion?
I make a motion on first reading and advertise according to law with a public hearing to be held on the 5th day of August 2015 at a meeting beginning at 7 p.m.
I'll second.
Second. Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Ms. Moore. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes. That was Third Avenue.
Third out.
That was Third Avenue.
Oh, we have another one?
Yeah, we
No, sorry. We have to do 2 of them.
15,
Okay.
18.
Okay, 15-18, ordinance amending Article 7, Chapter 106-15, Vehicles and Traffic Schedule 1, Parking on certain streets. This is
Eve Shale?
Eve Sham. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt on first reading and advertise according to law with a public hearing to be held on the 5th day of August 2015 at a meeting beginning at 7 p.m.
Okay, is
I'll
there
second that motion.
a motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passio. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes.
We're going to change things around here because we have to actually go into closed session before we vote on the next ordinance.
It's in the resolution.
It's in the resolution, 20 minutes. We are going to come back and do business, so we'd ask everyone to please wait unless you want to do public portion now and then come back. All right, we can do that. How about this? let's do payment of bills first. So someone want to make a motion to pay the monthly bills? We are going to be taking action when we get back. But if someone doesn't want to wait for the ordinance, just let everyone know, the ordinance that we're going to come back has to do with creating a position. We're not spending any money, we're just creating a new title in our public works department. But we need to speak about it in closed session before we come out. So what we're going to do is we'll do payment of bills and good and welfare, so any of you wish to speak and have that opportunity. So is there a motion to pay the monthly bills?
I make a motion to pay the monthly bills.
Okay.
Okay, motion by Ms. Moore, second by Ms. Passio Kelly.
Denise, do it.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Root? Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
All right, 6 ayes, the monthly bills will be paid. Good and welfare, this portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak may come to the microphone, state your name and address.
Hi, Bobby White, 508 Singley Avenue. I want to tell everybody that lawns have been looking good as from the abandoned houses. But there's one on 301 West 3rd. The front lawn, but the back lawn is to the top of the fence.
Right, because they dug a hole, the residents that were living there at that hole, at that house, dug a gigantic gully in the back of the house with the intention of, I assume, to put in some type of pool, and then they abandoned it and left the house. So it's a gigantic ledge that drops off on that house. I'm working with.
Because it's a corner property, and you can see it.
I know, absolutely. Listen, it's a problem for me. I want them to remove the fence, because the fence is, it's on a vacant property. So the fence can be taken down to make it easier for the Public Works Department. Believe me, it is on my radar. I drive by it every single day on my way to work. So I know it's a problem, but that I think is what's holding up the cutting in the back. They would have to almost go in with a sickle at this point, because it's a big divot that these people dug. I mean, Keith Knight was on them when they were there to fill it in, and they just left. So that's what the problem is. I noticed it the other day that they had cut the front, but that's why. Not to cut you off, but believe
Right, so
me.
we'll address it then in some way, you think?
Absolutely, it's on, I mean, we want to take the fence down, it's just a matter of getting the time to take the fence down, because.
And fill the hole.
The hole is.
Can't take the fence down, and they'll fill the hole first.
The hole is a huge issue. They could probably cut it with weed whackers. It's, I mean, like they
Okay.
could go in and do it that way, but it's a big drop.
We'll get it addressed.
I've gotten complaints from the people that live next door. I've talked to them
Oh, it's
multiple
horrible.
times. It's
It's
awful.
hated.
It's awful. It is. It's awful. No, and listen, that's the only way we know is by people telling us. So it is definitely on the radar. It absolutely it is, because I know exactly which one you're talking about. But thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Anyone else wishing to speak? Someone make a motion to close the public portion?
I so move. I'll second that.
All in favor? Any opposed? Public portion is closed. Okay, now we need a motion for resolution 15104.
So just because the resolution that the council may act on is not on your agenda. So it'll be resolution 15-20. It'll be as indicated. Is that right?
19.
On there, 19.
Here it is. It's the.
15.
Oh, I apologize.
It's this one.
I didn't mind it is on your agenda. Ignore me.
So we're going to come back and we may act on 15-19. This is 15-104, resolution authorizing mayor and council to enter into a closed session for the purpose of discussing personnel issues. We intend to be back there for no more than 20 minutes. Is there a motion?
I so move.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Ms. Kelly, seconded by Mr.
Ranieri.
Ranieri. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, first thing we need to do is we need to come out of closed session. Does someone make a motion to come out
I
of
make
closed
a
session?
motion to come out of closed session.
I second.
Mr. Root, seconded by Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're out of closed session. We now have ordinance 1519. It's an ordinance creating the position of
Superintendent.
Of Public Works.
I guess you guys all got it.
Amending chapter 19.
And amending chapter 19.
And repealing.
Okay,
No.
that's a separate. So does someone will make a motion?
I make a motion.
I
To
second.
adopt on first.
First. Oh, boy,
I know it's the,
it's that whole big thing.
Okay.
I make a motion to adopt on first reading and advertise according to law with a public hearing to be held on, are we the 5th day?
Yes.
Of August 2015, at a meeting beginning at 7 p.m.
so
I'll
it's
second that motion.
second by Ms. Passio. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mrs. Moore.
Yes.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
Six
So,
ayes.
6 ayes.
Okay, ordinance 15-20. This is an ordinance that we are changing,
Repealing.
repealing chapter 40 in the Borough Code. This is by title only. Does someone want to make a motion?
I so move.
You need
You
to,
have to
Yeah.
do the
I
birthday.
make a motion to adopt on first reading and advertise according to law with a public hearing to be held on the
August 5th.
5th day of August 2015 at a meeting beginning at 7 p.m.
is there a second?
I'll second that
A
motion.
motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. Passio. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Passio?
Yes.
Mr. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri?
Yes.
6 ayes.
You have this, you made the change to it, right? Okay, we are, no, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Root, second by Ms. Passio. Any further discussion? No?
No.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, any opposed?